What's good, podcast? Jake here, dumb as ever, with my co-host JCC2224.
Yo, what up, guys? How you doing? How you doing on another Thursday? I'm not going to start every podcast with that, but
hey guys, how you doing on another Thursday?
Yep, it's another Thursday, guys. It's another one.
In case you don't know, the podcast comes out on Thursdays. Also, the podcast is
Every
called
Thursday.
Retool'd. I feel like I don't say the name of the podcast in the intro.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. We're
also,
retooling it up.
Please, God, like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe, please. We never ask. We keep forgetting.
Need to get frickin' monetized, dude. We're not there yet.
Give us that money. We're greedy.
Yeah.
But we got a cool episode.
Have more money.
We got a cool episode topic today. A brand new sort of episode format that we're going to do more in the future. This is our first test go, so if there's any things you didn't like about the episode or whatever, please let us know. But I think it's going to work out. I think it's kind of a funny idea.
Feedback is appreciated down in the comments below. We won't read it, but
no,
go ahead.
I can't read.
That increases engagement. Yeah, I don't know how to read either.
But this episode is going to be all about Transformers Armada, the 2002 toy line, which kind of reinvented Transformers a little bit, brought it back to its roots in a lot of ways. Of course, we have Transformers Robots in Disguise. I'm not trying to discount that toy line or show, but Transformers Armada was like a real reset in a lot of ways. Like, for example, for a long time, Hasbro and Takara were not really working together to develop toy lines. So that's why you had sort of Beast Wars, the American version, and then in Japan they had like Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo, all these sort of almost exclusive figures that would sometimes come out in the US under different names, but they were kind of doing their own thing. But with Transformers
actually, Jake.
Oh yeah.
It's Beast Wars second.
Oh, God damn it.
Got him.
I was like, what did I possibly get wrong? The last
dude, you're so dumb. You should name your channel just about how dumb you are.
Yeah, I might. But with the Transformers Armada, it kind of was a new era of working together. Hasbro and Takara took on the cost together, which is why, like, for example, you could get a Transformer and a Minicon all in one pack. They added like a lot of value to the Transformers toys just by splitting the cost, basically. And then Aaron Archer was the head of Hasbro's Transformers branch. I don't know if like Takara has their own main guy for Transformers or whatever, but for Hasbro, Aaron Archer became the main guy for Transformers, and his boss basically told him, yo dude, Transformers is a brand that can be around forever. Figure it out, make it work, and I want a franchise that hits all sectors. So for Transformers Armada, there's a video game, there's a comic book, there's all these different things. There's a board game for Transformers Armada.
Of course there is.
Yeah, I had it as a kid.
There were Lego sets for Armada.
Built to rule, thank you very much.
I have that Built to Rule Optimus, dude. It's special.
I've got a Smokescreen kicking around. I genuinely hate them. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sort of weird product was around for Transformers Armada because they were trying to hit like a lot of different demographics or like just like a lot of different sectors. I'm going to say sectors, and I don't really know what it means, but I'm kind of just saying it, and I hope you understand.
Sector 7?
Where's
the 7th one? Where does that one come in?
Sector 6-7?
We are not doing 6-7 on this podcast,
dude. By the way, a lot of this info that I might get, talk about or repeat, I got it from the Toy Armada podcast, which is Aaron Archer's podcast with Proto Man, hosted by Proto Man of the Transformers Slag podcast. So shout outs to them. Great podcast. Great for learning about toy history. Definitely recommend it. Way better than like my secondhand retelling of what's going on.
Yeah, I just listened to the episode they did on Transformers Classics because that's one of my top favorite toy lines of all time.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. I had no idea that Voyager Prime was supposed to be a deluxe initially. I had no idea.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I love that Voyager Prime, dude. It's one of my
cool.
faves.
It's a cool redesign, yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a toy line we'll have to talk about in the future for one of these.
100%.
But yeah, Transformers Armada, to me, I often say this, Transformers Armada is my G1. It's like my first Transformers thing. It's like when I was sentient and I could follow along with the storyline and the characters, and I got to know Optimus and Megatron and Hotshot at the time, and all these other characters that, you know, to me were totally new, and even to older fans, they were like totally new versions of these characters. So yeah, it's a really interesting line historically because it is after it's like in a weird point where nostalgia for Transformers is obviously there, but they weren't catering to it really. They were really thinking about the next wave of fans, the kids of that time. So that's what I like about it. I like that it like has its own personality. Like all the characters are different from what you know, but they have the same names. I know people don't like that. It's called like name slapping or something like that. But I like it. I like that there's a Scavenger out there that's like this awesome mercenary, like kung fu master that is totally different from the G1 Scavenger.
Yeah, but then some of them backfire. Like they make the guy that looks like Sideswipe and they call him Wheeljack, but then they have a guy that looks exactly like Wheeljack. So they're stuck and they have to call him Downshift because Wheeljack was taken. Like they shot themselves in the foot a couple times on that. But I mean, I think it's cool. Like having, like especially like in Cybertron, which to elaborate a bit more, Armada, I kind of missed on it. I had some leftover crumbs from when I was a kid, but I'm a couple years younger than dumbjake, so Cybertron was my G1.
Yeah.
So I mean, Cybertron, that line has a few Armada retools sprinkled in there and everything. That was most of my exposure. But going back to what I was saying, like. There's so many like cool characters that they did repurpose the names on in the Unicron trilogy, and I think it's cool. Like I think it's really cool that we have so like this total complete variety of characters. Like Smokescreen is nothing like G1 Smokescreen.
Yeah,
you know,
and he's one of the best characters.
He becomes Hoist.
Yeah.
Like that's so funny to me.
Dude, I did not remember. I probably just didn't see the episode as a kid, because it was like back when you just watched the TV and whatever was on was on. Like, I probably didn't see like 100% of any of the shows I liked as a kid. I probably saw like 70% at most. But I did not remember Smokescreen getting absolutely murdered by Megatron with the Requiem Blaster. That actually made my jaw drop when I was rewatching the show recently. But yeah, it's a really interesting show in toy line, and obviously, famously, we actually got the show before Japan, even though it was produced in Japan, because Aaron Archer explains it on the podcast, but it has to do with like the way like marketing cycles work in Japan versus America, like. If they had released in Japan at the same time as America, it just like wouldn't have worked marketing wise or something. So that's why Micron Legend had to be released later, and they got like some upgrades to the animation and stuff. But that's a really interesting fact to me, is that the American version came out first. But yeah, here's the idea of the video. We are going to create a top 10 list of Transformers Armada toys. And to do this, we're going to take turns adding to the list one by one. So for example, I'm going to put down number 10, and then JCC is going to choose number 9. And we're going to do that until we have our complete list. And I should pull up a document so I can actually keep track of what our list is.
That's a good idea.
How do you want to decide who goes for? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking it'd be funny if we played rock, paper, scissors, but honorably.
Bruh, that's not...
Through the internet, bro. Without seeing each other.
Sure, without seeing each other.
Yeah, it's possible. You just gotta be honest about what you chose.
Me being honest? That's not possible.
Okay.
I'll try, though.
We don't even have to count it down. We can just choose what we want right now. And then we'll both say it.
All right, I got what I got.
Okay, I also have what I have. I'm going to go
All
first. Right. I have Rock.
Bro, I had Rock. What the heck?
Bruh. You know why I chose Rock? Because
why?
Apparently, like, statistically, people are more likely to choose Scissors as their first one.
Yeah, like, people are more likely to, like, want to change their hand shape, so... like, I usually always default to Rock. For me, like there is actually crazy enough psychology to rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
like it's not purely just luck.
Okay.
All right, we'll go again.
All right, I've got my next one loaded.
All right, I got it.
You go first this time.
Rock.
I've got Rock.
No! Come on. Dude, the next 30 minutes of this episode is just going to be us picking Rock over and over.
Okay, one more. If it's not, if we don't get it this next time, then we should just choose based on some other metric.
All right, I got it.
Okay, I'm going to go first this time.
Okay.
I got Rock.
Bro, I had Rock too. What the heck? Okay, let me go first because I'm not as well versed in Armada.
Okay, sure.
And I feel like, so is this going to be a ranked top 10?
It's a top 10, but like we don't have to say it's like permanent. Like whatever's number one is literally the best figure ever. It's just our top 10. A mix of our opinions.
Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm really hoping you don't take, like, my number one favorite Armada figure, because that's going to break my heart. I'm not going to do that one first.
Okay.
I'm going to go, my number 10, I want to shout out, is the Deluxe Bendy Prime.
Okay, Deluxe really Prime. Not bad.
So, again, with me being a Cybertron baby, and not an Armada baby, I know it from the Cybertron repaint, where it was like not really blue, but more like a darker color.
Yeah.
And it's an awesome mold. It's really fun.
Is it just called Optimus Prime in Cybertron?
I think so, yeah. It's just another Optimus.
Interesting.
But it's a really fun, like, deluxe class mold. It's the first time they really tried to take Optimus and shrink him down to, like, a deluxe size, at least when it comes to a more traditional truck Optimus. And I think it's pretty successful in that. It's not perfect, like, it's not superposable, like, the ball-jointed elbows are kind of funky, and some versions of the mold are misassembled where, like, the arm panels aren't even put on the right way.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. It's a nice little guy. And as someone who personally is not the biggest fan of the brick that is the large-scale Armada Optimus, when it comes to Armada Prime, like, that's my go-to when it comes to original toys. Obviously, the Commander class Armada Prime, which I'm pretty sure we're just talking about original Armada toys here.
Yeah, original.
Is legendary. Yeah, the remake is legendary.
Yeah, the remake is essentially Bendy Prime, but he does the Super Link gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, it is, when I first watched a review of it, I was actually blown away, and I was like, I gotta have this. This is, like, literally what I wanted as a child, basically.
It's one of the best Commander classes for sure. Like it's top 3 Commander classes. But yeah, I gotta go for number 10, that Deluxe Bendy Prime. What are your thoughts on that one? Do you like that one?
I'm fine with him. I actually prefer the bigger one, to be honest. Like he is more articulated for sure.
I'll take.
But he's also not that articulated to where like losing that gimmick to me wasn't worth it. I did have him. His minicon he comes with is a silver plane called Overrun, which also was kind of like a Target Master. It like also transformed into like a little blaster for him, which was interesting. Fun fact, the Nemesis Prime repaint of Bendy Prime, his minicon is called Run Over. So,
bruh.
Yeah. The one you're talking about, the Cybertron one, it's actually like red and black. And it's got like a baby blue, almost like all spark blue color on it going on.
Yeah, and like that black is like it's not like pure Nemesis Prime black either. Like it's got a like a tinge of something else. It's hard to put my finger on it.
Yeah. I definitely have never seen that before. One of my channel members, Rain, sent me it's like a Ultra Magnus repaint of Bendy Prime, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I got that one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got like some weird color choices with him too. I don't know. I kind of like him. But yeah, Bendy Prime, I always thought he was alright. Like, I had one, I enjoyed him. But again, I just prefer the gimmick of the, large scale toy. But
Yeah,
not a bad first pick. Not a bad first pick at all. So,
all right, what you got?
When I was deciding my list, I really wanted to go for figures that I felt represented the line in different ways. And one of the biggest parts of the line are the mini-cons. Mini-cons are super important. They activate powers within the Transformers in the lore of the show. And in the context of the toy line, they activate gimmicks. And I always thought they were super cool. Like, I've never been super into, like, Micromasters or any other smaller Transformer, but for me, mini-cons, that, like, Pokemon gotta catch 'em all, sort of gimmick to it, it really worked for me. And it helped that I personally think a lot of the mini-cons are really cool and really fun. And I like how they, like, just beep and boop in the show. But a mini-con gimmick... a mini-con gimmick can vary, right? It can be like shooting missiles, or it can be like something really fun and creative. And I think Sideways has one of the most fun and creative gimmicks of any Armada Transformer regarding mini-cons. In case you don't know.
Yeah, his is really cool.
Yeah. Sideways, either of his mini-cons can attach on top of his head, and it will activate, and they'll become his head, basically. They're like headmasters. And it will activate his gimmick in his chest, which will show an Autobot or Decepticon symbol. Because in the show, he switches sides all the time, and it's really cool. So I love the figure. I had it pretty recently. I sold it to Rain, actually, who sent me the Ultra Magnus Prime. I sold it to him, but I did have it for a little bit recently, and it's still a great toy. It's really cool. His mini-cons can also... Rook and... Oh, dude, I was about to drop a knowledge bomb, knowing those mini-cons' name.
I don't think I know any Armada mini-con names.
They're Rook and something. But they combine into a rider called Mir, who can actually sit on Sideways, who transforms into a motorcycle, and ride him as the rider, which I thought was so freaking cool as a kid.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and I was super happy when they announced the remake. I have the remake now, and I think it's pretty tastefully done. Some issues with it, obviously, regarding the mini-cons and their articulation, but that's modern Hasbro.
Yikes.
Yeah, yeah, the price. We don't even.
I still haven't bought that remake. I don't even know if I will, dude. It looks cool. I have no attachment to Sideways outside of Cybertron, but I do like the look of the original toy, and I think the color scheme's cool, and especially that dual headmaster combining gimmick, like that's awesome. Like that's so creative, and I don't think we ever have or will see anything like that ever again, really.
No. I mean, maybe I always say never, but it is really like on multiple levels of really creative, like, toy.
And that's the thing. Hasbro's not that creative anymore.
But yeah, that new Sideways, I think he's good, but mine has an issue where, like, if you bend the knee at all, it just pops out.
Oh.
And I actually contacted Hasbro support for the first time, and they sent me something, but I gave them the wrong address, so I never got it. I have no idea what they sent. So yeah, hopefully someone got that and thought it was cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So what's your next pick?
All right. So for number 8, speaking on the mini-cons, I don't like the mini-cons. I don't like Transformers that tiny. I've never been somebody drawn to the whole gotta catch 'em all little micro collector scheme of things. I've never been into Pokemon or anything. Like, that's just never something that's appealed to me. With Cybertron, the Cyber Planet keys, that was the gimmick. I kept my keys, but I didn't really, like, find much importance in them. So I've never been into the sub collector.
Keys, bro.
Yeah.
They're keys.
Cool, though. There's cool
They're
designs.
worse mini-cons.
Like, Vector Prime's key is insanely cool.
Yeah.
But going back to the mini-cons, my number 8 pick is actually a mini-con team. These were some of the only actual Armada toys I grew up with as a kid. And I don't even know their individual names. But it's the C Minicon team. Those red little boats.
Yeah.
I love those guys. Yeah, aren't they like red?
They're brown, bro.
No, they're like a reddish color, dude.
Dude, that's brown.
Nah, it's like a reddish brown.
Are we gonna have like a
I'll meet you in the middle.
Gold dress?
I literally have red-green color deficiency. Don't bully me. But
okay. Yeah, I think it's acting up right now.
I have literally always seen them as red. So I'm
interesting.
That's what my eyes see.
Sound off in the comments because I see brown through and through.
Dude, maybe you have it worse than me. I don't know, dude. But okay, color aside, I don't even know their individual names. Did they show up in the show at all?
I don't remember.
Say them. What you got?
Oceanglide, Stormcloud, and Waterlog.
Perfect.
Waterlog.
There you go. There you go.
That's a great
I loved
name.
those little guys so much as a kid. I always loved like bathtub and pool play, playing in the sink, filling it up with water. I always loved that. So any like boats or aquatic characters, that was always my jam. And having a set of 3 little Transformers that transformed really smoothly, really solidly, and honestly had really great robot modes. Like the robot modes on those guys are pretty spectacular. For how tiny they are. And I love how each boat's super different. They all have like this cool like flick fire missile gimmick that works surprisingly well. I love those little dudes. I'm cutting back my original Armada collection. I gave you my incomplete not Unicron, Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gave that to you because I'm like I'm not into Armada. I don't need all this. So I just gave it to you. But those Minicons, I will forever hold on to those guys. Those are like original childhood figures for me. So,
yeah.
I don't like the Minicons, but those 3, I gotta give a shout out to those when it comes to Armada Minicons.
Yeah, I had the set as well as a kid. I had a lot of different Minicons, so they weren't my favorite, not even close, to be honest. But I definitely didn't realize how good we had it getting like 3 individual boat transformers like this. Like, you just don't get too many boat transformers. And the fact that we got 3 brand new ones in Armada is kind of awesome. They're cool. I just never really liked their color scheme all that much because, again, to me they look brown and purple. So I was never super into them.
I swear they're red.
They're also interesting because they all have missiles. A lot of Minicon teams have like gimmicks that you don't really even think about when you have them, or at least I didn't when I was a kid. But many of them have like gimmicks, and the C Minicon team, for example, has missile firing gimmicks. While others had like the Destruction Minicon team all worked with Cyclonus with his gimmick. So yeah, it's interesting listening to that podcast. Aaron Archer talks about it. Like some early on, they were just sort of throwing stuff at the wall. Like, and that's why you get stuff like the Destruction Minicon team working with Cyclonus for his gimmick only. Like Sideswipe, for example. He has like a couple weird gimmicks and weird like idiosyncrasies to the rest of the line because he was like one of the first ones they designed. So I always thought that was interesting, or I thought it was interesting when I heard it. My next pick,
I know the Classics episode that I watched for Aaron Archer, he was talking about how Hasbro, like, the higher ups were like, the fact that they transform is not enough. Like, that's not the feature. Like, you need to add features and gimmicks and things. And he was talking about how Classics was the first time where they're just like, just make them transform.
Yeah.
You know, you got full reign to just make them good action figures.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get the gimmicks with Armada, and I feel like Armada, like the toys were very like they were gimmick first, figure next.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
they definitely didn't.
They didn't care about articulation or anything.
Yeah, like once Cybertron came around, like almost all those figures are very competently articulated. So
yeah,
they definitely were. They kind of realized what people were looking for, and they listened to feedback. It seems like.
Yeah.
So what you got? What's next?
Yeah.
Tell me what's next.
My next one is...
What's next?
Speaking of
Tell
a
me.
gimmick-focused...
Say it.
Motherfucker. Speaking of a gimmick-focused Transformer, I gotta add my boy Scavenger to the list. He is such a bizarre Transformer. In case you don't know, he is the steamroller construction vehicle, like bulldozer thing. He's lime green. He's basically got the Devastator color scheme, and in Japan he's called Devastator. But Scavenger is actually an Autobot, believe it or not, and he like trained Optimus Prime to be a fighter. He's got like a really sick backstory. Like he's such a strange character. But he has a really weird toy. Basically, his feet are attached to this like steamroller wheel at the bottom of the figure, and when you push him forward, his legs kind of walk, and he kind of walks as you push him forward. I'm not quite sure there's any other Transformer like him. I know there are some that are like motorized and walk, but I don't know if there's any that like where you have to do it manually like you have to do with him. I've just always thought he's awesome, and his Minicon Rollbar is really cool. It's one of my favorite Minicons. I love the little like Jeep he turns into. But Rollbar can actually sit in the vehicle mode cockpit, which is really, really funny and cool.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, he fits right in there. I'll send a picture to the Discord, actually, because it is pretty hilarious that he can just sit on in there, and it like activates sounds when you sit him in there, I think. But yeah, he is a really cool, unique toy that I feel like most people would say is bad. I feel like a lot of people would say this toy sucks. You know, I'm genuinely curious to read like the TFW 2005 forum posts around the time this came out and see what adult fans thought of him back then, because he is definitely heavily gimmick first. In a way I can see people not liking, but for me as a kid, like this dude was a staple. And you know, I just thought he was super fun and super awesome. So, what do you think about Scavenger, JCC?
So this one would have been on my list if I had any experience with it, because
Sure.
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And it's actually one that I would love to own one day. Every time I've seen it, it's just a little like out of my price range for me to justify getting a weird Armada toy.
Yeah.
Like I see it for like $50-$60, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a bit too much. But I love the walking gimmick. Like that is just so fun. Like to actually like have a toy that you can move forward and like it's actually walking. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of fun, and it's something I would love to get and experience one day. I love the Constructicon color scheme. I think that's really awesome, and I vibe with it. It's one, like, even though I'm cutting back on my Armada stuff, that's one I would want. And I don't know, did they do any like other redecos of it?
Yes, there's a redeco of him called Treadbolt for Universe, and it actually changes the character to female.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a girl version of Scavenger called Treadbolt. I forget what fiction. Yeah, Inner John Treadbolt. Sorry, it's not a Universe toy. It's Inner John Treadbolt.
That sounds interesting. I might go check that one out. You know.
Yeah,
I might want to go.
it's like
that one instead. You know.
The color scheme's for me. It's like yellow and gray. But yeah.
Yeah, it does sound kind of boring.
Yeah. What's your next pick?
What number are we on? I kind of forgot.
We're on number 6.
Number 6. Oh, dude, I don't want to pull out my favorite quite yet. I think I might have to wait until number 4 time. I don't know.
Sure.
But I think next I gotta go with Smokescreen.
Ah, nice.
This is a toy that I have, and it's just a fun little guy. He's just a fun little guy, you know.
He's
I like
great.
I like his little like winch gimmick. He's just like a little short king.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of gives me the vibes of like a little. I'm not super familiar with his characterization, but he just gives me the vibes of like a little tubby guy that like kind of like what's his name? Samwise. He kind of has like Samwise Gamgee vibes. Just that's just what the vibe I get from looking at him. Like a little tubby guy that's like so courageous and brave. He's your best friend. He's just a fun little figure. I think his transformation's nice and smooth. I haven't played with mine in years. It just kind of sits in the back of the shelf, kind of forgotten. But it's one that I definitely have some fondness for. And I think it's cool, again, that the character has a transformation into a totally different toy. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he dies, and, well, he doesn't die, but he gets so grievously damaged that they have to repair his body, which gives you a little bit of insight into what the lore is with, like, their sparks or whatever. I'm not even sure they call it a spark in the show. I can't remember, but he is I would say he's like the Armada version of Ironhide, basically. Like, he is just a super reliable soldier that, takes his job super seriously. Like, the reason he gets murked by Megatron is because it was his job to protect the Requiem Blaster minicons. And, like, he puts his life on the line for those minicons, and obviously he gets killed for it. Sort of killed, anyway. And it is cool. Like, you can put the Skyboom shield on his, like, crane. And he kind of does that in the show where he'll shoot it out and Optimus will grab it midair while he's combined with Jetfire. I mean, just speaking about that crane, that gimmick is so sick. He's got a giant crane arm. He turns into this ridiculous car that has a giant crane attached to the top.
I know, and it's so, like, top-heavy in the robot mode.
Yeah.
It's so top-heavy.
Mm-hmm. But the crane has one of the coolest minicon gimmicks where if you push the minicon forward, the minicon port forward, a giant cannon will come out that's, like, 3 times the length of the normal, like, crane. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's so cool to, like, he just whips out a gigantic blaster. It's just incredibly sick. I love him, and I love his minicon Liftor as well. Very cool. I guess it's like meant to be a forklift kind of, but it's all Cybertronic, so not very forklift looking, but it's a thought that counts. He's orange and blue. I love orange and blue. That's my favorite color scheme. So, and he's also got another fun gimmick which people don't really talk about all that often, where he has like this crane hook, not a crane, but like a, what do you call it? Like he has that thing on a string that you can pull out. Yeah, the winch. He's got this winch gimmick, which actually works, and like rolling him will like actually retract it. It's really cool. I think he is a very underrated figure from this line. Probably because, his articulation's pretty bad. He's like G1 figure-esque with how little he moves. But he really is a fun and interesting toy. Like, I'm looking forward to a remake of him, but I don't think the remake will do like this toy justice. Like, I'm sure it'll be more stable, but I kind of doubt they're gonna do anything as cool as like his actual crane hook blaster that this toy has. And that's another thing I wanted to throw out there with Scavenger. Like, I do look forward to an Armada Scavenger remake. That gives him like proper legs and stuff and makes him look like the animation model, but obviously he's gonna lose so much charm without that rolling walking gimmick he has.
I think it's gonna be like the Masters of the Universe Classics effect, where they got rid of all of the gimmicks on those classic toys. Mm-hmm. And like people were upset about it, so like when Origins came around, they're like, fine, we'll put the gimmicks back in. So it kind of gives me that vibe.
But okay, I guess it's my turn. And for number 5, it's a minicon team, and it's gotta be, to me, the best minicon team, the Street Action minicon team, which are the main 3 minicons from the show, which are Highwire, Grindor, and Sureshock. And they turn into really unique vehicles for any Transformer, really, a Vespa, a skateboard, and a bike, like a bicycle. I guess it's like a BMX bike because, extreme sports and stuff. But they are all so individually cool and interesting and unique. And not only that, they combine into Perceptor, which is like this really cool, combined form that almost feels like a small regular Transformer in its own right. And they've cleverly have all these light blue colored pieces between all of them, so there's like a unifying color between them for the alternate mode, while they all have like kind of very different color schemes. Like Grindor's blue and Sureshock is orange. But yeah, I think they are easily, to me, like the best value minicon team, just for like how cool the minicons are by themselves, and the combination gimmick is so fun. The articulation's bad. Like, his legs can only like sort of go crab mode to move around, but I think it's really cool.
I have nothing to say.
Bruh, you got nothing?
I know nothing of those.
Nothing?
I know nothing about those.
What do you mean you know nothing? You've never seen them?
I probably have seen them, but like,
okay,
I don't care about minicons.
Okay.
Other than the Sea Assault, I don't care.
Like,
I'm the worst. I'm the literal worst.
You are, and we're gonna correct it because I'm gonna send you a picture of the minicon team, and you gotta give your take off rip. Right off the dome, what do you think about these guys?
Okay, let me look. Yo, just FYI, when I clicked Discord, it took, cut this out. It deleted my thing I had up for my bobblehead, so just cut this part out.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
There's something. I mean, they're weird. They're weird little things. I kind of like the little scooter one.
All right, we'll take it. He kind of likes the little scooter one. What's number 4, you piece of shit?
It is bad. It is really bad, though. Okay, my number 4.
Gonna kill you.
I think I know what like the 3, 2, and the 1 are gonna be. So I think I'm gonna bring in my absolute favorite Armada toy for number 4, Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Tidal Wave is my absolute favorite Armada toy. I freaking love this thing. I own it, thankfully. This is one of the ones I own, and I can't get enough of it. I love the look. The articulation is surprisingly pretty competent. It's pretty well there. And I love the color scheme. It's not the purple from the show or whatever, but it's got this presence. Like, his head sculpt, it looks like an Easter Island head. Yeah. And the fact that he can split off in all these other, again, boats. I love, like, boats and ships when it comes to robots. So I love that aspect of him. And you can combine all 3 of the ships into one Uber ship. Yeah. That's really fun. His little minicon is a cute little guy. Isn't it like a helicopter? Is that what it is?
No, it's a purple jet.
Oh, it's a jet. I don't remember. He lives in his arm for mine. I don't take him out. I don't care. So, I mean,
okay, I get it, bro. I get it.
It is a cool little. It's nice to have a jet.
I'm tired of your minicon racism, bro. I made a whole video, a tribute to minicons, and you're just spitting in my face, man.
I did not watch that video.
Yeah, I bet.
IDK and IDC.
Bruh.
But it is cool that there's a jet that goes with him for like the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, it is fun.
That's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm forgetting some of the gimmicks that he has, but
I got you.
He's really awesome, and especially the Titan class. That was one where I told myself one of the last Titans they have to do is Tidal Wave. And I'm so glad that Titan absolutely does the character justice. I just love Tidal Wave. Shout out to the weird like broadside repaint they did too.
Oh yeah,
That one,
I forgot about
that one kind of sucks.
Yeah, they were doing like a few random Armada repaints back then.
But that original Tidal Wave especially, like I know they repainted it for Energon, and I'm pretty sure Takara did like the more accurate deco.
Yeah.
Like with the purple and everything.
Yeah.
But something about like that green is just...
Dude, I got like Mandela affected by the green Tidal Wave. Because like I thought that was the color in the show. That's how I remembered him. But no, bro is purple. By the way, fun fact, in the Japanese version, he's called Shockwave.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot.
Yeah. Tidal Wave, to me, makes way more sense for a name. But...
Yeah, it's such an awesome name for him.
Yeah. And he's really funny in the show because when he shows up, it's such an event. I remember I was watching those episodes where Tidal Wave was showing up, and I felt like there are several episodes where he shows up and they fight him. When I rewatched it was like 2 maybe. And I was watching those episodes and I was watching Dragon Ball Z the Boo Saga at the same time, which was the only Dragon Ball Z I've ever seen in my entire life was those episodes on Toonami. And I was like watching those back to back and it was fun. But Tidal Wave is a great figure, great pick. I had him on my short list. But he was very close to being on the main list for me because he has so many cool gimmicks. First of all, giant robot mode, awesome. So awesome to play with, so fun. And
it's clicky too. It's got the click.
Oh yeah, and I just realized like the way he transforms is so similar to some of those metal card bots where they're all like separate vehicles and they transform into one guy.
Yeah, he's got that, like, Blue Cop Trinity Solid Horn vibe going on.
Yeah, but they don't have the main vehicle mode like he has, which I always kept him in that main vehicle mode because I thought it looked the best. Like, to me, that's like the super, aircraft carrier destroyer alt mode. And a fun fact about the winged alt mode, it's got like purple slopes, is like you can open it up and there are tiny little seats for minicons to sit in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like a U-boat or something. And he can also combine with Megatron to give Megatron like super armor basically, which is fun. And the Legacy Titan guy came with some little pieces to do that with Legacy Megatron.
Yeah, I appreciate that they did that still. That was good.
Yeah, should have included the damn minicon, but whatever.
For nearly $200.
Yeah,
including the minicon.
You know what's
crazy?
I'm gonna get on my soapbox about this because this pissed me off, bro. They make Tidal Wave. They don't give him his minicon Ramjet. And mind you, Ramjet is basically a damn Pez dispenser that folds up. But Ramjet is one of the simplest minicons ever. He's so stupidly simple. You don't need to give him all this extra articulation. He can just have his one mono leg. It's Ramjet. Nobody really cares that much. But they don't give this man Ramjet. But tell me why. Star Convoy comes out. He's $50 cheaper. He's smaller. And somehow he comes with the Rodimus minicon. Are you joking? Like, come on. You gotta be kidding me. With this damn G1 selectivism. But anyway.
I feel like Hasbro is having this thing where they didn't want to put the minicons in with any Armada toys.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to sell them to you separately.
And they did. And I pre-ordered the Red Alert.
Does Red Alert come with Ramjet?
Nope. He is one of the minicons that is not in that set.
What the heck?
Yep.
He's never coming out. We're never getting him.
It kind of feels that way.
Not happening.
Yeah, Tidal Wave is a truly excellent figure. A great representation of the Armada line. Like, definitely one of the all-stars. And definitely deserves the number 4 spot. But for number 3, I gotta go with another figure, another Decepticon that I think is excellent and truly a representation of the line. I gotta go with Megatron. One of my favorite versions of Megatron. I love his green H-Tank mode. It's probably the only Megatron tank mode I really actually like. And actually listening to the podcast with Aaron Archer made me understand the toy a bit more than I even did as a kid. Like, they really designed a lot of these figures to be playsets for the mini-cons, which should be obvious, but to my little kid and now adult brain, it didn't really click. But, like, Megatron is a playset for those mini-cons. Like, he has all these little gimmicks. He's got, like, a grabby arm that comes out of his leg. He's got this flip-out knife, which I always thought was badass.
Yeah, that was really cool. Not a lot of other figures have done that.
No.
I think, like, ROTF Mindwipe did something similar, but that's pretty much it.
Really? He's got, like, a little ramp that goes down on one of the sides. So many, like, little fidgeting things. His tank turret was really fun to me because, like, it had this spring, so you can, like, actually pretend like it's firing. I love the look of him. I love the giant horns he has, even though I definitely lost mine as a kid, like, so fast. But, like, aesthetically, the horns are so sick. And I love that, like, military green and purple color. He's a very interesting Megatron, like, just look and deco-wise, but
oh, for sure.
I really appreciate his uniqueness. And, yeah, Leader 1 is also one of my favorite mini-cons ever. I love that he's named after the leader of the GoBots, the good guys in the GoBots. Like, that's such a funny little... That's such a classic, like, early 2000s, you know, snark towards the GoBots.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, making the good guy leader of the GoBots enslaved to the leader of the Decepticons. Like, obviously I did not understand that as a kid. But now, as an adult, it's really, really funny. And yeah, I think this figure is just all around excellent. Like, it's not like any Armada figure, it's not super articulated, but it makes up for that in just, like, pure aura and fun playability. Like, it's got the ratchet joints, it's got the clickiness, it's got the big old feet for stomping around. The tank mode is so much fun to roll around, and even Leader 1 has extra he has sort of like a target master thing as well, where Megatron can hold him like a gun. So he is kitted out. He can do that thing where his turret, like, rotates around to his belly for whatever reason, and he has, like, that super mode. I always thought that looked stupid even as a kid, but he can do that if you want. And yeah, I just love the figure so much. And I did get the Legacy version, and I really like that toy. Like, I think it's a great, like, facsimile of this toy, but without all the gimmicks, it does feel a bit hollow. Like, if they had even just added, like, the flip-out knife, I think I would have been happy.
Yeah,
but
I was
like,
really missing that with the new one.
Yeah, like, it even looks like he's meant to be holding something, like the way they sculpted the hand. But yeah, I even if you lost the wrist rotation, I would have been into, like, a flip-out knife, man. Because that just would have been something. I forget, man, I can't remember. You guys gotta go listen to that podcast. I'll link it in the description. But Aaron Archer said the flip-out knife was a reference to something, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, what do you think about Armada Megatron JCC? Any experience at all? Yeah, you gave me one.
Yeah,
so you have some.
Yeah, you literally only own him because of me. You should be grateful.
I had him as a kid.
Now you have, and that's because of me. Yeah, it was a cool, fun toy when I had it. I mean, like you said, it's more like a playset for the mini-cons, and as somebody who is not the biggest fan of the mini-cons.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't really... I know, right? That's news to you. I didn't really, like, get a lot of that value when it comes to, like, all the little gimmicks and everything for me personally. I mean, he's like a big old chonky brick, and he's got the nice clicks and everything, and I love the colors. It's like G2 Megs on steroids. Like, it's such a cool design. But for me, like, not having the horns on the head, like, that's such an iconic part of the character design.
Yeah.
And for me personally,
that's so
it's one of those
frustrating
things.
That's the most frustrating thing about it, is that
the fact that they're so easily lost, because it's like a pincher gimmick, right?
Like,
doesn't it, like, pinch in the middle, something like that?
I think you can make it do that, but there's no, like, spring or anything. To my recollection, they would just plug in.
Yeah, it's like a mini-con capture claw, essentially, in the middle of the H-Tank. And
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, like, that they pop off instead of break. Toy designers do that intentionally. They want stuff to be popped off before they break. That's why like little Legion class figures pop apart so easily. I think it's fun. I did keep the Legacy remake. I got that on sale for like $20, I think. And I do agree, like without a lot of those gimmicks and features, like it does feel a little like it almost feels like RED figure, where it's like a robot enhanced design of Armada Megatron without all the gimmicks. Like it feels that stripped away, but it's a great design. I'm happy I still own a plastic representation of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely super worthy of being like top 3 for sure.
What's funny about it is, sorry, a couple more things. The Legacy one I have, I don't know about yours, but his ears also come off rather easily. Like, if I'm messing with them, like I have to squeeze them back in fairly often. I just picked up the Galvatron repaint finally, and his ears seem very, very solid. It seems like they don't move at all. So
yeah, I think
don't know
my
if they glued
Megs
them
is
in.
fine.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe I just
Yeah,
got lucky.
maybe it's just a skill issue, actually.
But the Galvatron repaint is also pretty cool. I really like how weird that one also is, just color-wise. And it was back when they would just recolor Megatron and call him Galvatron. So,
Yeah.
I think they kind of did
I love
that
how
with
Bro did
RID.
it 3 times over
Yeah,
in the Unicron
yeah.
trilogy. He's just like, oh, I'm Megatron again. Actually, no, I'm Galvatron again.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just Megatron again.
Like, bro,
Like, that's
choose
funny.
one.
Yeah.
And I also want to throw out there that animated Shockwave, one of my favorite Transformer designs ever, has the horns because of Armada Megatron, which I always thought was so freaking cool. Because they both turn into H-tanks as well. Like, yeah, just a super sick reference for 2 characters I really love.
That is cool. I never made that connection. That's awesome.
Yeah, it feels like tailor-made for me in a weird way.
Yeah,
Which is fun. But what I'm dying to know. What's number 2? I have a guess. I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm sure your guess is correct. I just guess it. I want to see
Optimus
if you know.
Prime.
Hell no.
No.
Dude, I said at the start that I'm not a big fan of the Optimus. Like,
I wasn't listening.
He's a bruh. You're not listening to your own freaking podcast, dude. What the heck? So, it's not Optimus. My childhood, again, I grew up with Cybertron, but I had some Unicron trilogy leftovers. I had Primus, and my brother had Unicron.
You're choosing Unicron
so
for number
jealous.
2?
Yeah, dude. Armada Unicron is sick.
Yeah.
It's like,
I guess that was my number 1 as well, so it makes sense. But I just
then you're gonna have to pick something else.
Yeah, the whole.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's just
You
like
gotta-
the whole
you better
time
have
I've
a
been thinking
backup.
like, I've just been thinking like, well, Unicron's gonna be number 1, obviously. Like, but
Well, I don't have any others that I really think would be above Tidal Wave, other than Unicron. Like, such an amazing freaking toy, and that is a Minicon whose name I do know, Dead End. Dead End is actually a really fun little Minicon. As someone who doesn't like him, I love how he's just a little ball boy.
Basically a Bakugan.
Yeah, I remember like rolling him around and everything, and like using his gun as like, oh, it's like the Death Star. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of thought of it as like a little Death Star toy.
Kind of is. Yeah.
Yeah, and Unicron has so many little gimmicks. He has a lot of Minicon integration, which is cool. Like, you can use Dead End to like activate tons of little things. Like, he's got his big belly cannon. I love the light up eyes. He's got like his missiles on his shins. It's not a perfect toy though. I mean, it is as great as a Unicron designed in the early 2000s can be, but it definitely does have some faults. Mostly the back kibble. The fact that those big like shells
Dude,
of
if
the
you have
planet mode,
if you have Unicron, you just take that shit off. Like, let's be for real. Like, nobody's dealing with that back kibble.
But dude, they could have made it so manageable if they just had the 2 shells tabbed together. Like, if they could have just met in the middle and tabbed together, dude, it would have fixed everything.
Yeah.
But I see why they didn't, because it kind of gets in the way of like the belly shoot gimmick, because I think the way to access that's on his back. The wings are cool. I love the light up hand. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, we always loved the light up hand. We would always pretend that he was like burning Primus or something. And my brother and I had this dynamic playing with him. Obviously, we were brothers. We had the dynamic that Unicron and Primus were brothers, which we came to find out was correct. Like we kind of guessed that part of the lore. And unfortunately, my Primus wasn't the one that came with the Unicron head. I was so disappointed when I found out that I could have gotten that, disembodied Unicron head. But that Unicron toy is so legendary. I own it twice. I own the Armada version, and I own the Takara TF 2010 version, which is the retool into G1 Unicron.
Yeah,
I got it really cheap.
Awesome retool. Yeah.
Yes, I got it really cheap, like under $100, and unfortunately, I realized about a couple years later why it was so cheap. It was starting to yellow, so I had to take pieces off of my old damaged Armada toy from when we were kids and swap them with the TF 2010 to make a really nice Unicron, and then one that's just been very well loved. But there's like the black repaint, the green repaint. There's another version of the
Energon black repaint is so cool. I wanted that one so bad as a kid.
Yeah, the Energon's sick. My brother, he obviously, it was his toy growing up, and he was like, I don't really want like the original one anymore. So he actually went out of his way at a toy show and got the green one. And I think it was like $100-something bucks.
Like the fake Lucky Draw one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like where it's still like the really nice greens. And dude, every time I go to his house, I always gawk at that Unicron because it's gorgeous. Yeah. And it's such an incredible toy. I don't have the HasLab Unicron because I think it's worse than the Armada.
I 100%
It's way
agree.
worse. Sure, it's bigger, but they charged, like it was 3 Titan classes when at best it was 2 Titans. Yeah. It was not worth that. The kibble is like essentially.
It doesn't look fun to transform. It doesn't look fun at all in general.
I've heard it just gives people freaking anxiety trying to transform that thing with all the panels and with how heavy it is. It's a workout. Yeah. Like I think they just made it a little too big and too panely. And I just think the Armada one is just the go-to. Like some version of the Armada, I know they did the TF 2010 for Takara, and they did a corresponding Primus redeco at that time. I know for one of the Universe or one of the anniversary lines, they repainted that G1 Unicron to be like silver, and that one like the silver instead of gray. That one's really cool.
You gotta be careful. That one your brother has actually is susceptible to mold degradation. The mold has been used so many times. Like they've made so many repaints and like minor retools to this guy. Like it definitely, like some of those later Unicrons definitely can start being a little bit loosey goosey in the legs, I think specifically. But
yeah, I mean my TF 2010 is yellowing, so
yeah,
that's probably got to be some kind of mold degradation. But ultimately, I think out of any Armada toy, like if you own one, it should be Unicron. I mean, you were gonna make it the number one. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like it could be the number one. But since it's our list, like we don't know what each other's picking. I think collectively both of our number ones.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's just it's just the nature of the way we're doing this. It doesn't really.
But
matter.
I figured you were probably gonna go for like something different.
Hold on. I gotta say my piece on Unicron, bruh.
Yeah, I'm not transitioning. I just was gonna say that I didn't expect you to say Unicron for number one. I didn't expect it. I don't know why.
We kind of had to because he's such an important toy. Like even in the scheme of Transformers as a whole, like not even regarding Armada as a toy line. Like he is like the fact that he got made when he got made was really important. Like. Also, the price. He was $50 when he came out, which sounds cheap now and was cheap back then. Like, that was a good price for him. Like, even back then, that wasn't like $100 equivalent or whatever. That was like maybe like $70 equivalent now or something. Like, he was well worth the price. He had Transformers fans that watch the movie back in '86, picking up Transformers for the first time in like 20 years because he was just so freaking cool looking, and it was Unicron, who had never gotten a toy before, and his design is relatively close to the original.
Oh, for sure.
So like he's definitely got his own things going on. He's got like a bit more purple, and the clear chest or whatever. His shoulder guards are also kind of unique, but it's Unicron, bro. You know Unicron when you see him, and that's him.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard stories of people like walking into Toys R Us back in 2002, and like it had been 16 years since the G1 movie. They were all grown up, and they just look at the TF section and they're like, is that freaking Unicron?
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, their minds are blown. Like, it's crazy how much buildup there was to that toy being made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's generational, Our Armada in general is generational. I mean, you're talking about how it was your G1.
Yeah.
Like, Armada has such a big influence on the franchise.
Definitely. And this Unicron is probably, like, its longest lasting achievement. Like, so many people have had this Unicron toy that maybe didn't even watch Armada or care about it, because it is still to this day the de facto, in my opinion, best Unicron you can get if you want a representation of him on the shelf, especially that one you have that looks like the G1 Unicron. Like, to me, that's probably the best Unicron we're gonna get anytime soon. I keep hearing this rumor that the next Titan will be a Unicron. If they did that, I'd be interested to see what they cook up. But
I wonder if it'd be like a different version of Unicron, though, like
I wonder if it'd be
Prime or something.
If it's a Titan, I doubt it. I think it would be.
They could make Prime Unicron a Titan, dude. They definitely could.
I don't think it's gonna be Prime Unicron. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know.
I think that's like one of the largely disliked parts about that show is Unicron.
Nah, Unicron was cool. He was cool in it.
But I think it's gonna be G1 Unicron. I don't think they're even willing to do Armada Unicron, but I'd be happy. I'd take it.
They might though. I mean, they did Tidal Wave.
Yeah,
that would be a different Unicron because they don't want to like remake a HasLab essentially.
Yeah,
I could see it being the Armada one.
I'd be down. no matter what, I'd be down for a somewhat affordable Unicron, because while this Armada toy is like excellent, it's one of the best ever in my opinion. It like you said, has room for improvement. Like, this doesn't have to be the best. This is just the best they have ever made. At a reasonable scale that you can actually play with. Man, the articulated fingers was so cool. Like, also this guy, articulation comparison to the rest of Armada, he like has so much. Like he not a ton, but way more than any other figure from Armada. He has so much articulation. And those hands, like, the fact that you can move all the fingers and make him do the middle finger, like, I thought that was so cool as a kid.
Yeah, I feel like everybody at one point has done that with their Unicron.
You gotta do it. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
But yeah, our Armada Unicron is legendary. Legendary toy. I had to make it my number one, but since you took it as number two, that's completely fine.
Sorry.
I think I got a default to my number 6, which would be Optimus Prime. Again, I had this one as a kid. I had so many Armada toys. Like, part of the reason I love it so much is it was a very affordable line for my family, and you got so much out of it. So, like, for Christmas, I had a crazy Christmas where I got, like, Optimus, Megatron, Unicron, Tidal Wave, a bunch of the smaller guys, Minicons, like, all in one Christmas. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
To this day, probably my, like, best Christmas in my memory. And it was really funny because I sort of just casually walked into the living room, and my mom had done this thing where she didn't really wrap a bunch of them. So I, like, saw Optimus and Megatron, and she, like, pulled me quickly out of the living room, and she's like, don't go in there yet. And I was, like, already stun-locked by what I had seen. But yeah, Optimus Prime, I don't have my original anymore. There's a funny issue where he'll, like, catch on fire or something. Mine never had that issue. Yeah, there's some...
I need details.
Let me look at the TF Wiki thing real quick. Oh my god, the article is so long. Armada super base Optimus catching on fire. Was it true or just a made up myth? I'm sure that anyone here. I'm reading a TFW forum.
Bruh.
From this video alone, Bolt Matrix claimed the motorized auto transformation feature of his super base Optimus became stuck mid transformation, causing the toy to burst into flames and set part of his house on fire. The story of how this toy can infamously catch fire has stuck ever since. For those who actually owned it, is it true Super Base Optimus Prime can actually catch on fire? Let's see. I heard this randomly. I guess it's probably not true, or Bolt Matrix is probably the most unlucky man alive.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably that.
Yeah. But okay, sorry. I had read that once and just took it as completely true. Yeah, but our Optimus, he has his giant trailer, which can transform into a base for the minicons, which was super awesome. It's like a multi-level base as well. So many little gimmicks packed into there. Optimus Prime, his like look in the show, I really, really like it. Probably, mostly nostalgia based, like all of this stuff, but like just his the fact that he doesn't even have a window chest, like he's got a totally different thing going for him, but he rocks it so well, and he's so like distinctly Optimus Prime still. Like you can really tell that's Prime. I love his like arm blasters as well. I always thought those were super sick. And his truck mode, it just like exudes this power. And his super mode, I thought was so fun. The trailer becomes his legs, obviously. He's pretty much a brick in this mode. But he was like the sickest brick ever as a kid. Like I loved him so much. Sadly, I never had Jetfire Overload. I never got to play with those as a kid. But
that sucks.
The base mode Optimus was so cool. And Sparkplug, I love Sparkplug. He is one of the coolest minicons to me. I can't wait for that remake that's coming with that Legacy pack or Generations pack. Because I've been like, my Optimus has felt incomplete for so long without his Sparkplug. Same with my Megatron. Like I really need those guys, their minicons, to really feel like the complete toy. But yeah, one of my favorite Optimus Prime designs and toys ever. Just bar none. Just a great design, great toy. Just fun. It was just fun back then. It was just like, give you all the gimmicks and play features and just let you go off into your little own world and use, like, they were like giving you tools to have adventures in your mind. Which I did a lot of as a kid. I did a lot of just imaginative playing with my toys. So yeah, I think it is such an awesome toy, and I'm not mad at all that it's ending on number 1. Kind of makes sense for the Armada list. But yeah, unfortunately a bit predictable. But Megatron, Unicron, and Optimus are ending off the list here. Do you have any thoughts on Armada Prime?
I mean, I think it's a cool design, and I think it looks great. It's one of the few, believe it or not, the original Armada Optimus Prime is the big one. Is one of the few Optimus Prime molds I do not own. It's one of the very few.
Yeah.
So I want to get it someday. Obviously,
do you have the Commander?
I do have the Commander class. So I have an Armada Optimus.
Yeah.
And again, the design's awesome, and I think it. Obviously, Armada didn't start the whole super mode thing. RID kind of did.
Yeah.
But I feel like Armada is what made it, like, iconic.
Yeah.
I feel like the combinations with Jetfire and Overload, like, that's really what kind of made people realize, like, heck yeah, like, combiners and, like, not combiners in the Transformers sense, but, like, combinations of, super modes and everything. Yeah. Like, that's awesome. And the Unicron trilogy just kept it going,
Bro, the fact that Optimus Jetfire, like, made it into the live-action movies was so crazy.
Like, it's
to
iconic.
Me. Yeah.
It's so iconic. And the fact that, like, that's the only real, like, Optimus Jetfire combination in the movies where, like, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And the fact that, like, Michael Bay knew that this was iconic, and like kids grew up with Armada and would have wanted to see that. Like Michael Bay rarely gave us fan service.
Dude, why are we giving props to Michael Bay, a writer or someone at Hasbro pitched this idea? Michael Bay wasn't like the fans of Transformers Armada would really enjoy.
That's so
Prime.
true. That's so true.
Yeah, I feel like it's not just you. Like people in general give that guy so much credit.
Yeah,
for
but
these
Bay
movies.
like signed off on it. You know,
sure. Yeah,
he signed. He was probably like.
It.
He's probably like, oh yeah, two big robots combining. That's kind of cool. You know, I kind of like that. I think we can do that for a movie. I think.
And then he
cool.
said, "What if he ripped his face off and said, 'Give me your face'?" And they said, "Michael, you're a freaking genius."
Yeah, I fucking love Optimus Prime, dude. It's so fucking cool when it did that. It was like,
I love the scene where he, like, fat Optimus Prime just kind of walks from behind the pyramid or whatever.
Yeah,
he's
like
so
when he finishes the battle.
Yeah.
Like he's just, like, kind of waddling, and then he just stands there for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you kind of don't look cool anymore, dude, after all the wings are off of you. But, yeah, it's so cool, that combination, and I'm going to reluctantly buy the Commander Jetfire to do that combo.
Dude,
because I do think it's so cool.
Half the reason I wanted to do this was that I'm hyped for that Jetfire. Like, I have it on pre-order. I'm so excited to get that and combine them. Because
it looks awesome. I just hope it's worth the $100.
I watched a review of it. It'll be worth it to me, unfortunately, because it got me hook, line, and sinker. I'm basically a G1er for this stuff. But it's like... I watched a review of it, and I think the combination looks pretty cool. Like, it gives him like a bit more height than the trailer does, interestingly. So his proportions look a bit better. Like, I think that Armada Prime is amazing, the Legacy one. But I don't think it's like the most amazing toy ever created, surprisingly. But that
it's not
that Jetfire plus Optimus. Ooh, with the chest plate. Ooh. I love him. I love that look.
Like that red, white, and blue will always work on a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has been proven by a gajillion different robots. The red, white, and blue is the go-to color scheme. So, like, adding that white into the Optimus red and blue and, like, all the different Jetfire bits, it's really cool. And, I mean, Scott McNeil voiced Jetfire, right?
Yep.
I love
Jetfire's
Scott
really
McNeil.
cool in the show. He's, like, the second in command to Optimus Prime and the Autobots, and he just kind of shows up and mixes up the whole team dynamic because the younger Autobots are like, I don't want to listen to you, jackass, and Jetfire is a jackass, so they don't want to listen to him.
Where would you put
cool.
the original Jetfire toy? Like, I don't know much about it.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't have it as a kid, but probably in like the 11 to 15 range.
You wouldn't squeeze it in the top 10 somewhere?
I made my top 10. So my top 10 for me was Smokescreen, Starscream, the Skyboom Shield Minicon team, Tidal Wave, Optimus, and then my 5 I've said on already. So
yeah,
he if I had him as a kid, he'd probably rank way higher, but I just never had him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess we can mention our honorable mentions. A few others for me, Blur.
Oh, yes. Blur.
When I started collecting Transformers, I found the Cybertron Blur at the thrift store, and I was so excited. I really enjoy that guy. Sure, he is pure backpack, but the robot mode is still cool, and the car, like the race car mode, is really sick. I did also pick Hoist as an honorable mention, or like one I would have said. I have the long rack from Cybertron on that one, and it's just fun. It's a fun toy. I really like the extendo arm gimmick and everything. That's a lot of fun. And another one I was thinking about was Demolisher.
Oh yeah, Demolisher. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's just a cool character design, you know, like a freaking like anti-aircraft like missile tank. Like, we don't see too many of those in Transformers. Like, we got those couple for like Hunt for the Decepticons, But he's kind of like a one of a kind in that way. Like there's not too many of that alt mode.
Yeah,
and I think the
missiles
being the missiles being his shoulders, like
yeah,
metal cardbot solid horn style, is pretty cool.
Well, it kind of sucked though because I lost my
shoulders.
Missiles. So
yeah, they're so easy to lose. Every time you see him, he doesn't have the missiles. I own one without missiles. You know, like you can't find it.
His Minicon integration is cool too because he has like a chair his Minicon can sit in, and then he's also like he's one of those weird ones where he like combines with his Minicon to give it like a bit more of a full look at the front of the tank. So he's fun. He's like a really fun guy. I'm super excited that they said officially they are gonna do Demolishor and Cyclonus for future generations figures, because I definitely need them for my Decepticons. Just Megatron and Sideways and Starscream is a bit lonely. And Wheeljack randomly. Wheeljack's there.
Yeah. Oh, I was also thinking about, that is an Armada toy I own, the Wheeljack.
Oh, yeah.
I do own that. I actually own the Takara Superlink version. Shout out to Nick on Planet Ripple. I bought it from him.
Nice.
And
what made you buy that figure in particular?
I didn't want it originally. I was going to buy Energon Inferno, and he was like, oh, dude, actually, that one's not available. Do you want a different figure? And I was like, Armada Wheeljack, I guess. Because I'd already paid him.
Oh,
I'd already paid him, and he wanted to make sure I was not just, like, out of figure.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to film an old versus new on it, because I do have the new Wheeljack. It's just a cool design.
Yeah.
Like, I love the freaking, like, scratched out logo on his chest.
He's awesome,
especially the original. Like, there's so much detail in that scratch. It's very G1-y in its, like, design philosophy when it comes to not only the character design, but also the toy itself in some ways. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have much articulation really at all, but
it's got some okay articulation in the arms, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the arms are pretty much it, which is good because he's got, like, his sword clubs.
Some people don't even get arms, bro. Some people don't even get arms. He's got they're like
touch and go on what people get. It's a good one. Yeah, I definitely got to shout out that too.
A bit of a wet blanket character in the show, unfortunately, but a cool idea nonetheless. An Autobot become Decepticon. Any more honorable mentions? We do have community question to read off.
Oh yeah, I want to see what other people, like any other figures people want to shout out.
Okay, from Vitessa Life MK Productions. I think my favorite would have to be Sideways. He's pretty much a jack of all trades for his size class, especially with his two Minicon partners. Not only is he a rare case of being a headmaster with multiple heads to choose from, but the Minicons merge to become a rider for his bike mode. I might not have the original toy, but I did get the Age of the Primes version, which is just as fun. Yep, gotta agree there. Let me try and find one where I didn't say.
Is there anybody in those comments saying that Armada Sideswipe is one they like?
No, I will defend Armada Sideswipe. I think it's a fun figure that gets way too much hate.
I own the Cybertron. I forget it's Runamuck or Runabout. I got the Cybertron version.
I think it's Runamuck.
I forget which one's which. I can never remember. It's the black one. And it's gross. Dude. Like, it grosses me out.
Back off, bro.
It looks gross.
Leave him alone. He's doing his best. He's just doing his best, okay?
It sucks, dude.
No, that's just a Cybertron version. The OG's better.
Shut up. That is not true.
Yes, it is. Dude, on the original, on the top of his windshield, it just says Transformers. It's epic. It's awesome. He's like blue. He's an unlicensed sedan or something. Some car that was super popular in Japan. No, it's awesome.
Such a boring alt mode, dude. It's not like a race car or like anything like that.
His Minicon is awesome. It's like a chopper motorcycle. Dude, that has like a cyclopic eye.
His hands look like they got hit by the red spiky things in Monsters University. They are
I don't know why he looks so much worse to everyone than every other Armada figure. I genuinely don't understand.
Dude, he looks like
what
a freak.
Is so much worse. He looks fine.
Dude, there's so much worse.
He literally looks fine.
No, he doesn't. Like, the ones that are, like, very gimmick-laden and everything, like Hotshot. You know, he has, like, this nice little, like...
So Hotshot looks fine. Okay.
Yeah, Hotshot looks fine. He looks fine. He's got this little, like, scrunched, like, football player look to him. And, like, he's got a cool, like, Minicon gimmick where, like, his, you know, wheels flip and it's, like, this cool, like, missile launcher thing. Like, that's cool. And, you know, it's a cool race car, too. He turns in this really cool, like, muscle race car. And then you have fucking Sideswipe over here. And he's this boring-ass sedan. And his Minicon gimmick is literally just, like, him giving a power punch with his freaking, like, overinflated gloves. Like, it's not... I know he's got that little gimmick where, like, it can flip out. Like, the Minicon can flip out of the back. Isn't it just like a bike? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, it's a bike.
It's so bad looking.
No, it's not!
Dude,
no, it isn't!
It literally looks like a bike standing up.
Yeah! He's fine! Leave him alone!
Dude, it is a bike
Leave
standing up.
him alone.
You cannot stop me from my relentless bullying.
Leave
Overall,
freaking
guys,
Nightbeat
Transformers
alone.
Armada is the worst toy line of all time.
I'll kill you. I've only read one answer. Nathan Hurd 8500 said, completely serious, the McDonald's Happy Meal toys were heat. And you are 100% correct.
Oh, I can talk about those, actually.
Uh-huh.
The Hot Shot is cursed. That head sculpt is terrifying. So scary. Oh my gosh. But I did have it as a kid. I had Hot Shot and I had Starscream. And Starscream's really awesome because he's a jump starter.
He's literally a jump starter, yeah.
I loved playing with that Starscream.
Yeah.
I did the gimmick all the time, like doing the flip and everything. Mine doesn't work anymore, sadly. But I still have my childhood Starscream. My Hotshot broke, unfortunately. We just played with it so much, and we like made fun of his ugly face. But the fact that McDonald's was out here making proper, like, transforming toys for Armada, whoever sculpted them did a terrible job. The sculpts are awful, but the actual engineering is good and fun. Those are really cool. If I could redo my list, I would want to put them in there somewhere, I think. Like, they're just so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what all I had. I had Megatron for sure, and I loved Megatron. I remember me and my great-grandma going to McDonald's, and I had her ask specifically for a specific one that I wanted. Because I didn't want to get an extra or something like that. So I was like, can you ask them to give me a Hot Shot? And she's like, can you put Hot Shot in the meal? Like,
oh my gosh.
Just like has no idea what she's even asking for.
And you did not get Hot Shot, I'm guessing?
I got Hot Shot, yeah. They
oh, nice.
Understood. Yeah. But yeah, that's a core memory right there from those. Teletran Z15 says, Hoist is a surprisingly good figure, nice ratchet joints, and pretty good articulation for its time. The alt mode is so 2000s Transformers, and I love it.
Yeah, like I said, Hoist is really cool. I love how they made him Dinobot. I love that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool... I gotta be honest, I'm not a super big fan of Hoist. I had him as a kid. I don't know. I just never really dug the color scheme.
L-take.
Or his transformation was like really, really simple to where I was kind of bored. And I don't like a lot of construction vehicle Transformers. Like that, I don't know why, but which I feel like I should because it's a cool idea, but for whatever reason, like 90% of the construction vehicle Transformers I come across, I'm not super into. And he just happens to be one of them. But that Dinobot, that like pre-Beast Wars Dinobot was always super cool.
Yeah, I'm sure that's worth a literal fortune.
Dude, yeah. That whole set.
All those toys. Like the Megatron that's like the Cybertron Red Alert.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, the Dark Side Megatron.
Or was it Scattershot? No, I think it was Red Alert.
No, yeah, you're right. It's Red Alert.
Yeah.
Because he's got the giant cannon on his shoulder.
I'd love to own that one day, but there's no shot. And like the Cheetor, that's the... I'm going on a tangent about Cybertron toys. That's where my brain goes. I get excited about Cybertron. The Cheetor, that's the little guy. I forget his name. Why am I blanking? Maybe because it's 1 a.m. Clocker.
Clocker.
Yeah. Those are so cool. I love when they just off the wall will do random like repaints of Armada and Unicron trilogy stuff. It's so fun.
BotCon was the best at doing that back in the day.
Yeah. And the 07 movie, we were eating good for Cybertron repaints.
Oh yeah. I remember that little Jeep guy. I had the Sector 7 version of Strong Arm, I think.
Hubcap.
Hubcap?
I think.
No,
was
it's
it
Strong
Hubcap?
Arm. Hubcap was one of them. Like, he was a little truck. But I'm talking about, like, a little Jeep guy. I think it was Strong Arm was his name.
Oh, I don't remember. It's the guy that was in Earthspark, right?
Earthspark?
Yeah, they put him in Earthspark. He was like Swindle's buddy.
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, it's a different guy. I'll send you a picture. I'll put it on screen while we're talking. Okay. I know what you're talking about. It's not him. It's another guy that was an Autobot.
I'm blanking on the name. I'm sure everyone in the comments is like screaming what the name is.
Last one, Trusty Rusty 05. Probably no one will agree, but I really like Scavenger, and I like using his Minicon to drive him around in vehicle mode. I love the walking gimmick, and I love all the sounds he makes. So far, one of my favorites from the line. I agree with you, Trusty Rusty, and I put him on the damn list. Scavenger solidarity right here.
I want it. I mean, I think it's really cool and fun.
Yeah. But I think that is about it for the episode. We started off really strong with like an hour-ish episodes. We were so solid at that, and we keep growing into these hour-and-a-half monsters, and I don't know what to do about it because I keep having a good time.
I mean, as long as you guys keep watching, I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much of a limit to it. As long as we're not
like and
talking
subscribe
for 5 hours straight. Yeah,
come
like
on,
and subscribe. Come on, dude. Let everybody know about your new favorite podcast, Retool'd, a toy podcast with dumbjake and JCC2224, best podcast of all time. Gotta check it out.
I see your comments. I love listening to this podcast. It's like two friends talking. Well, maybe like and subscribe and share it. Okay?
Yeah, you gotta rep, bro.
Yeah, rep it and buy the Come On shirt.
Yeah, buy the Come On shirt. I finally got mine in the mail.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
You got yours in the mail? Let's go.
Yeah, I got it in the mail and I put it on and I was like,
Come on.
And as I put it, I felt myself transforming into the Transfiguration Super Bus.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
dude, I feel he kind of feels like an Armada toy. What would his Minicon be?
His Minicon.
What would his Minicon be? His
Minicon would be a helicopter. I feel like a helicopter to follow him around. What should a bus have as a Minicon? What's obvious?
A bike. Another kind of bike that's better than the other dumb
bike. Highwire's already a bike. Oh, you mean to like plug onto the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, see, I got nothing but great ideas. Whenever they do a third party of Come On, they need to give them that Minicon.
Dude, we're gonna have to fund that ourselves.
Dude,
that's why we need to get monetized so we can build the third party Come On.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I can't wait.
Dude, we know Student Scissors. We know. We'll hit him up.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Come on.
Come on.
Bring it on.
Come on and get us monetized. But thanks for watching. We're joking. It's all about the game.
Just joking.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make money or anything.
Yeah, I mean, you could subscribe, but it's okay. I'm just joking.
Do you have a Deku voice?
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, do it.
I've never watched My Hero Academia. I don't know the. I mean, I could do like the anime voice, you know, like if you want to subscribe, that'd be really awesome, guys. I mean, I'd really appreciate it. Give me 5 stars. But if you don't, I guess it's okay. I mean, I was just joking anyway.
Deku is like anime voice, but like on the edge of tears every single time he talks.
He's crying all the time.
A lot in the show, yeah. He's an
Come
emotional
on,
guy.
guys, you gotta subscribe. You gotta do it.
Okay.
Dude, this is the longest outro ever.
Thanks for watching. May the force be with you. Blah, blah, blah.
Bye.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Armada sucks.